a sweet harmony. Someday we'll all be free.
Oh, hello guys, hello. That was just me asking Jodie if we're up and running, and we are. So Jodie's just going to get the PC stream ready for you guys. We're really not that bothered about this one. I'm not going to lie. Mike was the only person who would have been bothered, and he's had to go because he's in work quite early tomorrow morning, so we had to give him a break. He's done well. If you're there, give him a clap. He's done really well. But in the meantime, the PC show is going to start. I'm actually going to just go for about 3 or 4 minutes. Jodie's going to keep you company here. But we're going to have it up for you so you can see it. You can watch it along with us. We're just going to throw in some comments here and there, but we're just going to be playing Fallout Shelter while we're going. We're not going to lie. This is usually the most awkward conference out of all of them. And I'm sure this guy does it every time as well, and it's not good. But
never is.
Anyway... here it might be muted, Jodie. I mean, the thing might be muted, or does it need to swap over?
No,
yeah, I don't know why is it always auto mute. So enjoy the show anyway. I can't say that we're excited for this video. Oh, Square Enix, it says here, Oculus Rift. So maybe there is going to be something for us, hey?
There might be.
So enjoy.
I'm not holding my breath.
Enjoy the show. We're going to be here. Look at this empty seat where Mike was. How depressing is that?
It's very depressing.
Okay.
You won't have any backup at 2 a.m. with that. The other side of me comes out.
So yeah, me and Jodie are going to keep you company all evening long. So we got this show. And then we're really staying up for the PlayStation 1, aren't we? That's the only reason. You're excited about the PlayStation.
I am, so I might be a bit better than I was last night for Bethesda.
So enjoy the show. We're going to be here and take it away. As always, if the sound is too quiet or anything like that, just let us know. We'll sort it out in no time at all. Okay. So I will see you in just 1 minute.
Our very first title is from Coffee Stain Studios. Their game has absolutely massive construction as well as automation. Let's take a look at Satisfactory.
I mean, PC's never been my thing, guy, but it's one of them. I'll do that later. But yeah, if you can't hear it, we've turned it down a little bit on here so we can just hear it. But you guys might need it a bit louder. Just let us know. I'll actually turn our microphone down. The only ever PC game I would to really watch play would have been Minecraft, but our laptop can use the controller, it'll be alright. So I took this 1 month and you can play it PlayStation controller. Now he puts the box down for you.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it is the game director at Coffee Stain Studios. It's Oscar Gilsayan. Come here, Oscar. Welcome to the stage. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, Oscar, I just want to begin right away by asking, what is Satisfactory all about?
Satisfactory is essentially about building these huge automated factories. So you play as an engineer that's been sent from Earth to this alien planet, and you're going to build this enormous machine. It was hinted at the end of the trailer there.
Yeah.
And to build that, you need a whole ton of parts, which you need to build machines that will make them for you. So you'll start out pretty simple with a few machines, and then you'll just expand and expand and expand until you finally need to start cutting down trees and replace them with like more convenient concrete.
And you know, for people who haven't played this type of game, can you give me an example of what producing a more advanced resource might look like?
Right. After a while, you'll need to create something more advanced, like a computer, for example. And at that point, you'll have some copper stuff set up, your wires and cables. But to make plastic, you need to get some oil. So you need to go out and you need to find this oil, build some oil pumps and oil refineries, and set up a transport with self-driving vehicles between the outpost and your factory.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that scale because there's a lot of games where you build a house or a small town. How much area are we talking about where all your factories will exist?
Oh, this factory will grow enormous. The main part, which will probably be the biggest, will start spreading more and more and more. Or in some cases, we'll have players just building these massive, tall buildings with factory floor upon factory floor. But including the resources that you need to gather from basically all around the map. Yeah. So you'll have vehicles driving all over.
Now, I want to ask about the first-person perspective because these types of games typically are top-down. Why first-person?
We wanted it to feel like the player is the one building the stuff.
Yeah.
And when you've built a bunch of stuff, you can see these enormous buildings, structures towering above you. But also when you go out and explore, you'll be the one, like, you go through the underbrush and in the jungles and whatever.
I mean, in the trailer, it even looked like there's a lot more to explore, like different environments and biomes.
Yeah. The map is, we made a point to make it big and varied. Yeah. And it's about 30 square kilometers in size, so it's kind of enormous.
Wow. And, one final question. I saw multiple engineers there. How does multiplayer work?
Oh, it's a co-op game. So you'll start up a server and play with your friends.
Great. Now, tell us, how do we get our hands on this game?
So we got a closed alpha planned in the coming months. So you can sign up for the alpha at satisfactorygame.com. And then you'll know.
Well, great. Oscar, thanks for joining me on stage once again. That is satisfactorygame.com. Now, up in the balcony, Frankie, I understand you have our very first indie title of the day.
We do indeed, Sean, because here's something we love about the PC platform. It's such fertile ground for creative ideas from small teams. NeoCab is an emotional survival game set in the future about gig labor, tech disruption, and the experience of being a driver for hire. Perhaps the last of your kind. From the brand new indie studio Chance Agency, let's watch the first gameplay trailer for NeoCab.
I literally feel like one of those people looking at the live stream. I feel like one of those people that do sign language with their arm when you're up like real late which is really weird. Like when the lads are it's not easy.
Now, our next game, believe it or not, is in the Battle Royale genre. Of course, it's E3 2018, what do you expect? We have several Battle Royale games we're going to be talking about today because the Battle Royale format is very simple and very flexible. Players play in an ever-shrinking space until there's one last standing. So developers have already been doing all kinds of different explorations of what this could possibly be. And our very first Battle Royale game that we'll be introducing today has up to 1,000 concurrent players. It's from Automaton Games. Let's look at Maverick's Proving Grounds.
Sorry, Andy. I was about to mute the mic.
Take it fast, you can take it slow. We don't take no risks, we just take control. Let's take control.
I didn't see the entrance to this one. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So we just have a little bit quieter because I'm like,
Oh yes. The mic's back on.
oh, I'm back. Yeah, Mike might not be here, but we're here to keep you company, Andy, and whoever else is here.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Maverick's Proving Grounds is the CEO of
Oh, no, it wasn't
Automaton
PUBG.
Games. It's James Thompson. James, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, I want to immediately ask, what about Maverick's Proving Grounds distinguishes itself from other Battle Royale games?
Yeah, well, as you said, it's a very popular formula, and you know that last man standing kind of game type
I'm
is
already
really
depressed.
playing by itself. Mavericks is really about depth. we've already
Oh
talked
boy.
about 400 players.
Boy,
before.
boy,
We're
boy.
Super excited today to talk about our fan squad mode being 1,000 players. But really,
But this
it's
is
about
why
depth as well. It's about the fact
we
that
have
that
Fallout to
environment
keep us
is even a
company.
bigger
We
step
do.
for the
My Switch
simulation
actually died
and
on
those
the last
elements sort of
stream.
combining together.
Did it?
I want to
So now
zoom
it's
in
on
right on
charge.
the 1,000 players aspect. How does that
Ready for
really
when
shift the
this is
dynamic
finished.
from the, say, 100 that we're typically used to?
Well, it's really about combining scale with the depth of simulation.
I've got
So
60%, so I think we'll
what you actually
last.
have is a landscape that means you'll make
last.
decisions off a lot more information.
Yeah, I mean, because you hinted at that twice now. Like, what do you mean by there's a lot more information in the environment for players to process?
I just
take a
hope this
concrete
conference doesn't
example,
put me
right?
to
So
sleep.
let's say a player's
Because
looking
I
at
am
the map,
feeling
they
it now.
footprints,
Yeah.
look at the
I'm
space of
feeling
foliage,
the
like,
hurt.
what's ending. With
So,
siege-style
it's
gameplay
gonna
in
be a tough
houses,
one.
that's like a lot of destruction systems that sort of together make the map
Yeah, there's
much more of a dynamic
What
environment.
game is
recent
this?
history of who could have been here.
That's a bit loud, that, Jodie.
Thought we'd have a
more
little
is in
party.
store for Maverick's Proving Ground. I understand that this has a lot more outdated features than someone might expect.
Yeah, so it's not
So,
just that
if
session-based
any of you
gameplay,
don't
enter
care
the
about
game
what's happening
through
right now,
Capital, which is
you
our
can
system
download
social
Fallout
hub. So we
Shelter
draw
free
from
on the
the
PS4,
MMORPG
or the
side of
Nintendo
things. It's
Switch,
really
or the
a
Xbox
full
One,
world, not just a
or
map.
your mobile
So
phone,
it's got a
or
persistent
your mobile
gameplay
device
side
of
to it too.
choice.
But really, it's about bringing this
That's
all
what we've been
together
doing.
into something which
Mike,
makes it much richer.
oh my
and
gosh.
richer.
Now, where
What was he
people
doing in
go
that
to
vault?
find out more.
Well, we've
It was just a
launched
vault
our
you
website
didn't
right
want to
now,
be
so
in.
you can sign up for the closed beta.
Good
You
laugh,
can do that now at
though. Funny.
maverick.tv/closed-beta.
There you
And,
go.
actually, if you register
Oh, I
this
love
week,
this
you'll
game
get
so much.
special in-game content for free from
Me and
the
Dom
crew.
got
We
so
have
into this
only
game
100,000 slots for the first group
before he
signing
went.
up, so
Right.
But
that will
the
give
bit
you
that just
free
made
access
me
to
laugh so
for a
much,
lot
I
more
was
people
showing
than
him the
that,
game
so
because he hadn't seen it before.
you do that.
Well, James,
And
thanks so much
basically
for
what
joining us
happened
once
was,
again. That's
I was like, oh, this is the game. And after
Our
about
very
2
next
minutes,
game
these like
helps
giant
showcase the
super
extraordinary
mutants,
power
like
of
these big
modern
massive
strength.
enemies,
Yeah.
Tell us
and then just a
about
row
it.
of just these,
indeed, Sean.
like they look like
On
some kind of
PC,
crazy
we don't
werewolves,
just
just
play
came in.
what's given to
And I
us.
had a really
We
big vault
want
at that
games to
time. I've
make
been
our
playing it for a
own
while and just
experiences.
decimated everyone.
And for many
Right in
developers,
front of my
modding
face,
is a
and I
way
just
to
sat
turn a
there,
hobby
and
into
he
a
was sat there.
career.
We were just
The
watching it
Forgotten City
as
is the
everyone
perfect
died,
example.
and I just
It's
sat there at the end, and I
standalone
was like,
game that's a reimagining of a
What-
widely
what
really
really?
successful
and it's not like I could
In
just bring
fact,
everyone
the
back to life
first mod
because I had
in
no battle
history
caps.
to win a National Writer
So I was like,
Guild award. For the first
Did I
time
lose?
ever.
Is that the end of the game?
Here's
Apparently,
gameplay from the
I guess it
Forgotten
was,
City.
and that was me out.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, make up for past mistakes.
Yeah. Keep your people safe.
Yeah. So, what's in that? What is this? We'll watch a bit of this stream. Actually looks interesting.
I'm so
Really?
sorry you had to find me like this. And
I heard
worse,
the word mod and I
that you'll
was
suffer
like,
the same fate
Oh.
I did.
I was like, nah. I'm not into modding.
I've spent a lifetime in this place. An ancient underground city.
The only thing if
Its
I had a
existence
PC,
long forgotten.
the only thing I probably would
Searching for
mod
a way
would
out.
be.
All I found is a window into the
I don't know if
past.
you can do that.
You can.
You can, it's
If even
confirmed.
one person here commits
You
a
can
sin,
put extra bits in
everyone will die.
and make it look pretty.
I tried to set
Yeah.
things right,
Right.
but whatever I did,
Okay,
it took me right
Interesting.
back to the beginning.
didn't know that.
It's all up to
Ali's
me.
girlfriend has a complete channel full of Sims 4
Go back,
and has constantly done that
talk to
since the
everyone,
beginning of it.
help
You
them
should
out if it'll win their
create that
trust.
video.
Bend the rules as far as you can. Figure out who's responsible for this. And maybe you can do what I never could.
I have no idea what this
Save
is.
these people.
I don't.
I just, when I watch these sort of things, feel completely out with that.
Yeah.
But it's not a depth I want to be a part of.
For the sins of the one.
I'm all for PCs at the moment, but like, I think the thing is, like, a lot of the big game announcements they've been made, are they're going to be coming to the
Coming up
other
on the
ones.
PC
Like,
gaming show.
this PC
What's
show
next
is just
for
that
Killing Floor
it's usually
2?
just DLC
And
for
an
all the
unannounced
PC
game
games that
for
are already out there. You know what I mean?
Tripwire
It's just
And now
yeah,
your
it's what it
host,
is.
Sean Plott.
Our next game is a blast
Tell you
from the
what, though,
past.
you
It's
need
not a
someone to
sequel or
sleep.
prequel or
Just
remake,
watch
but
it.
rather an entirely new game
Well,
altogether.
it
Let's
turns
take a
out
look
that 5
at
people are
Stardock's
attempting to do
Star
that.
Control Origins.
6 and 7, including you and me.
That's it. I'm going to watch this trailer. I'm going to let
Singularity
it
formed,
out.
its creators uplifted into something beyond our understanding. These beings, now known as the Lexites, left Earth, traveling to multiple planets in our solar system, before vanishing altogether. This is why we are here. Welcome to Star Control, a state-of-the-art international space agency tasked with the exploration of our solar system and the defense of Earth. Here resides the world's brightest minds and greatest technology, brought together by a strong curiosity to discover the unknown. Help us pioneer the future. Join today.
Star Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain.
I am Chief Viscosity Officer Wimdu of the Time Bomb. The Scribe had evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves.
Confirm China.
A new alien in a delightful new spaceship.
You must be
What are we watching right now?
We've heard
What is this?
about you.
I don't know. I just feel that I just need to like. This is something that I'd have in a dream, not
Joining me
watch
to
on a
talk about
conference.
Star Control is the director of production at
Oh, I
Star,
love that on
Patrick
these
Shaw.
things,
Thanks for joining me
on
on
the show.
stage today, Patrick.
They get
thanks
the
for having me.
nerdiest
So now just
of
tell us
the
straight up,
nerdy people.
what
Like,
is Star
look at this
Control
guy.
Oh, I know.
So Star Control
And
is
we're
an
like, oh
open
nerds.
action.
We're in, obviously, this is like
Dozens
next
of
level.
aliens, hundreds of
Yeah.
different stars, thousands of different
mean,
unique planets, and you can
doesn't
land
really
on
give
each
them a
and
good
every
name,
one
does
of
it?
them.
You know what
And
I
when you're
mean?
driving around the planets, you can jump over canyons, blast critters,
What does the
and then
little
you can
span of
venture out into the solar system and do ship-to-ship
It means
combat.
that you're and like a
I want
moderator.
to ask, since I know that the story is a big part of this game, with it being open world, how do you make sure that the story still stays as the focus for the player?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the story that we prepared for Star Control. It's fun,
Wow. It's
gonna
it's
be a
creative, but
long
also has some
For all
dark,
6 of you
sinister
watching
sides
this
to it.
right now,
However, what we're
you're in
very
for a
proud and
roller
very excited
coaster of
about
a
is we
ride
have
right
an
now.
infinite universe. That is, we are fully simulating the entire universe at all
Oh,
times.
boy.
So even if you're on some podunk little moon in the corner of the universe, the aliens are still moving around the
25
universe,
people
doing
watch
their own
Lost one.
thing, exploring and
Cool.
interacting with each other.
So it's not just like at a
1994?
planet there's
Cool.
the same town whenever you
So,
visit. It depends on
why
how
not give you a
simulations
bit
are
of
moving forward.
origin
Right,
story to
exactly.
CGN
So
Games?
this is
Should we have
this,
CGN Game
infinite
origin
universe is
time?
the glue that connects
Why not?
my
I mean,
story,
we
my
don't need to.
adventure
They're
the
giving
larger
origins of
galaxy.
whatever the
Awesome.
heck this is.
Now, I know modding
the
is going to
origins
be a
of
big
us.
part of Star Control Origins. How does modding
So we're
So what's your
CGN
favorite
Games.
science fiction
Yeah.
show?
We
Probably
started
Firefly.
back in the
What would you
1950s.
think of making
Yeah.
Firefly season 2?
Nah.
I know we don't look like we're in our 70s, but
So we actually started.
You're putting me on the spot on stage right
we
now,
actually
yeah.
started in uni.
But anyways,
When I was
in
back in
Star
uni, I was
Control
supposed to be doing my
Origins, you can create your own
dissertation.
ships,
I decided
your
to
own
start a
planets,
website
your own
instead.
galaxies. You can package
So
up
that was
your
about
adventures and share
4
them
years
with your
ago now,
friends
something
online.
crazy
So someone
now.
else can
think
take
it's
care of
that long
Firefly
ago.
season 2. That's up to you.
And
Now, last thing I want to ask about is
yeah,
how
I just like we're
multiplayer
Christians.
So in the game, we
We're trying
have
to be on these
ship-to-ship
streams
combat,
anyway.
and that
try to
stuff
be
is so
very good
popular in
Christians
early
on these
testing.
streams.
There are mission
So we just
episodes
wanted
and
to have,
separate
we
gameplay
wanted to
modes.
start
So we
something
did.
that
We
was
called it
inclusive of
So
everybody.
you
We
can
could chat
create your
about
own
stuff and
ships,
we could chat
build
about
a lot
our
of different
faith
pieces of
openly and
cards
stuff,
and
show you that we're not a
weapons
bunch
and
of weirdos
defenses,
just because we're Christians.
And then you go on to play them. You
I'm
can
just
play
trying to have a
local
laugh and
multiplayer,
get
two
people
on the
involved
same
and just
machine,
have conversations.
or online, ranked or online.
So we were
Where can
mainly just a
people go
website
to
for a
pick
bit. It was
up
quite
Star Control
successful.
Origins?
Well, right now, Star Control
And
Origins
later
is
on,
available
we'd kind of
pre-order on
pulled away from it a
GOG.
little bit just because we just didn't
Lovely.
we didn't know what we were doing.
Guys,
You know what I mean?
definitely
Just a
be
bunch of
sure
students
to
trying to be
head
cool.
over to starcontrolgame.com.
And then
Check them out on
basically,
Steam and GOG as well.
a couple of years later, you joined.
We are happy to announce
turned
that
up.
the PC
You
Gamer
turned
Show
up
that,
because it was just me on my own at this point because we just stopped and I wanted to start back up again. I did start it myself,
Look
by
for
the
it
way.
on September 20th.
So I'm the long term.
You're the OG.
I'm dedicated.
You're the OG.
OG.
Now, our next
So yeah,
game
Jodie joined.
is PC Gamer's
And
favorite
then
game
we've just been
from
developing stuff
E3
since, but
last
then
year.
since
It is
January we've been,
Hunt
it's only since
Showdown
January we've actually
Project.
been serious
Let's
about
take
doing
a
stuff
look
and we really
at
wanted to
what's
go for
coming
it
for
and
Hunt
we've been going
Showdown
since
just after E3.
January really. So I think it, like what we've managed to do in 4-5 months is pretty amazing, isn't it?
It's been
Almost 6
incredible.
months now, I guess. I think it's great. The community we got, I absolutely love all you guys who are watching. you've been watching these live streams. This is our first ever live stream. We've never done live streaming before, so we can.
Hey, crossbow.
I told you crossbows are everywhere this year. So yeah, we've just been kind of throwing knives. Right, you can't put that as a feature these days. Oh my gosh, it's Crytek though. This is Crytek.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually quite interested in this. We're gonna pause on the origin story. I really like Crytek are really good. They actually make really good, solid PC shoot. Hunt Showdown. Buy now on Steam. Okay. So anyway, I don't need to hear what she's got to say.
She's got really puffy hair. I'm not lying. That is some puff on that hair.
We don't need to chat now for about 10 minutes. We don't. Anyway, so yeah, so since January we've got a few videos that done like particularly well for us, but steadily growing, aren't we? Steadily growing. So we're at that difficult first hurdle where we've got to try and become discoverable anyway. But the most important thing is that we just love doing it, don't we? And that's the main thing for us. And we just, as long as we're enjoying it, we're going to be around now.
Yeah. I feel is if we do more things like we did with the sword in the last stream, we will get somewhere one day.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend. I mean, the last two streams have been the weirdest ones, but they've been so funny and great. So you lost your mind last night about our take. So if you want to see what 2 AM Jodie's like when watching the Bethesda stream, that was hilarious.
But please keep in mind that I'd been up since 6 AM the day before that day. So by 2 AM the following day, I was in no state to be really streaming.
And then so this is our first. We just thought we'd have a good laugh. We love E3. We've been watching E3 for the longest I can remember. Yeah, it's been really cool. So for all of you people who subscribe to us, thank you so much. If you're watching right now, you're obviously letting us know that you're liking what we're doing. That's great, and we know we're moving in the right direction. If any of you got any suggestions of things you want us to try or anything we can improve on, let us know. We're open to it. We're obviously doing this for you guys anyway. So yeah, and of course, like if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you like the stuff that we're doing, why not? Like, you'll see plenty more stuff from us. We throw out the late night gaming show every Monday evening, and that's our main sort of podcast show, and we talk about all the latest stuff and have a good laugh and stuff.
It's called The Sinking City, and joining me to talk about it,
so that's kind of us.
Not really much more.
So Tim, what has been your favourite moment so far with the CGN
I love that you lied to me so kindly. You know, I want to ask
from the very start.
What was your favourite bit?
Third-person type games. What makes
what's been my favorite? Probably what we're doing right now, to be honest. Like, I think the live stream was one of those things that I don't think we ever thought that we were going to get, because we all work full time basically anyway, and it's just like so much. Like, we're basically doing like an extra 20 hours on top of our normal jobs anyway. So it's a bit knackering, but we love it. But this E3 has always been something that I've loved. Ever since I was a kid, I've watched it and absolutely adored watching it and enjoying it. And I think I've always wanted to, even as a Christian, be able to do something around E3. And one day, who knows, we might actually be able to go there. It's difficult for us, obviously, because we're in the UK, we're not in America, so it costs us even more to get them. But yeah, I just like these last few days, especially having Mike here as well, and the three of us, it's just been fun and just hanging out with mates, and it's just been a good laugh and stuff. So so if any of you have just joined us or are just thinking like, why are these people chatting on, is because what they're showing us right now is absolutely atrociously boring, and I'm losing my mind. So we just thought, why not let you in on why
our background.
There you go. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just that my most enjoyable thing has been just doing something like this. I mean, like pulling off and stuff.
So what was the moment when you went, this is what I feel God has called us to do?
The moment I set up the website initially, so like I said, I was supposed to be doing my dissertation. I was actually over at my girlfriend's house, supposed to be writing my dissertation, and I actually went upstairs and built a website instead.
That's kind of what happened to me with the media side, to be honest with you.
But I built it, and I just, as soon as I made it, I was like, oh, this just feels amazing. It just feels right. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm awesome, I built a website. Like, 'cause anybody can build a website, but it just looked and felt like really, like I was like, this is what I want to do. So then I got a bunch of people together who I thought might be interested in doing it, showed them, and they were like on board with it immediately. So then it just kind of went from there. But then obviously, like when you're students, when you get to the end of that, like people go in different directions, don't they? They have to think about work and all that. So that's why it kind of just like drifted apart. But then it kind of, I always knew it was going to be something, so it kind of ticked it along a little bit. But then just bringing the right team together, and I think that's where we're at right now. And it's really good. So we're just on the hard slog right now. But the thing is, it's not as hard because we're enjoying it so much. And that's, like I said, that's the important thing, really. So there you go.
Making fools of ourselves at 2 AM in the morning.
So again, we apologise if you're here to actually watch this rubbish show. We haven't done this in any other stream. It's just like whatever. You can see it in the background anyway. So there you go. So that's kind of a brief history of who we are. And if you like what you see, come and join in. Yeah, it's a good laugh.
Like and subscribe and all the other stuff that YouTubers are meant to say throughout their streams or
I know a lot of
videos.
people have all sorts of questions about what the game is like. Where can they go to find out more?
So I'm hoping that this is going to be over in half an hour. And then we can prepare for the real show, which is Sony.
Yeah, we're all on Sony.
YouTube
Sorry neighbours. Sorry Beth.
Well,
So we'll try and watch a bit of this now. We'll try and actually watch a little bit of it.
Sinking City. Now, our next game is a PC title that has only
That was the
gotten
wrong
better
noise
over the last
for us to
few
hear
years,
right
and
this
I'm always
second.
excited to hear what they have in store. Frankie is up on the balcony with the
Tonight's that will not
developers
be
of
happening, like
Warframe.
last
Talk to me, Frankie.
Well, we all know the PC is home to some of the most devoted communities in gaming, and one of the best undoubtedly belongs to Warframe. Last year, the game got its first open world update, Plains of Eidolon, and the next epic cinematic quest is called The Sacrifice. And we've got the exclusive launch trailer for you.
So we're going to try and be a bit quiet because my wife is actually trying to sleep upstairs. And anyway, it'd be good beneficial if you're here to actually watch the stream because you'll be able to hear it. Just if you wonder why we're speaking very quietly.
Yes, it might even be quieter.
Megan Everett, Community Manager at Digital Extremes, joins me now. Megan, tell me more about The Sacrifice.
So The Sacrifice is the latest installment of our cinematic quest. It continues a story that we started in The Second Dream, continued with The War Within, and then Apostasy Prologue. So at the end of last year, we kind of shattered some hearts and left them with a bit of a plot twist, and I'm not going to spoil it for people who want to maybe catch up. But what I can say is that, obviously from the trailer that you saw, the wait for Umbra, the 3-year wait to the Umbra Warframe is finally over. The creepy guy at the end of the trailer there, Ballast, plays a pretty big role in this quest. And again, not going to spoil a lot, but I can say
you
that
can
it's
watch
coming
while
this
you're
week
playing
on PC.
Fallout Shelter.
And you guys are actually currently waiting, well, as well as the update, you're working towards TennoCon right now.
Yes, so it's going to be another big year for us, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, let's take a look at last year's event to get an idea of what TennoCon is all about.
What do you think the mega reveal at Tenno Live is going to be?
Can you tell me anything about this Umbra thing that's maybe going on or whatever?
It was pretty amazing. Like, it's a whole new direction for Warframe and all this. You got all these other games coming out, but this one's free.
When's 2018 happening?
Get it started.
Given that the community knows you as Auntie Megan,
oh God,
it must be huge for you to be at TennoCon.
TennoCon is really special for really everyone that works at Digital Extremes. The developers pour their heart and soul into what we do for TennoCon, and I know for me it was literally like the best day of my entire career. I know Rebecca, our community director at home, is watching. But last year, when we did the Plains of Eidolon, open world expansion reveal, Rev and I were actually doing that as a live demonstration in front of everyone, and we had practiced it for months, and it went as flawlessly as we could have ever hoped for. And we actually, as people were cheering, it's pitch black on stage. Rev and I look at each other and we just kind of fist pump and both started crying because we didn't crash the demonstration. So if you watch Tenno Live this year, if you're there, you can definitely probably count on some tears and some emotions because it's a really big day for us.
So basically, bring tissues, right?
Bring tissues for yourself, for me, for everyone involved. Because
wait, I thought you were going to say me.
If you can't get to
Wait, guys, there's a crazy situation on at the moment.
So
we currently have a wasp that is trying to blow up our light bulb, and so stay with us to see how this progresses. I've just found out that Jodie hates wasps as much as I do, so we're all kind of pooing ourselves a little bit here. Stick with us to see how this turns out.
And you'll be able to watch TennoCon live through PC Gamer's Twitch channel and the Facebook page. Thank you, Auntie Meg.
How
would you do that? Sean, it's over to you.
Thank you, Frankie, and thank you, Warframe. The next name is one I grew up with, Sega. They've become a prolific publisher of Japanese games, known for their fully featured ports, especially beloved by this guy on the left.
I hope it is.
Oh, look at that.
Sega's bringing shining resonance both to PC and console the same day, and Shenmue is going to be coming later this year. They have all sorts of games coming up. Let's take a look at what Sega's got in store.
He's looking very closely at it, guys. He thinks it's a weapon. This is a good thing. I think that could work.
You reckon?
But you have to be proper gentle. So guys, what's going to happen? Is Tim's going to turn the light off so it goes a bit dark, don't worry about it.
I suggest, right, we're going to try something we've never tried before. Okay, things just got crazy. I feel like if I switch that light on, it's going to get mental. Right. I want to try something different. I'm going to try and document this whole thing. So Jodie, would you like to be on camera, Judy?
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and do some crazy stuff. I'm going to be on the move now. I'm going to try and lower the light, okay?
Yakuza 0 is available for pre-order right now and will be releasing on Steam in early August. We hope you've been enjoying the show thus far. We have so much more great stuff to come. Let's see what's coming up at this year's PC Gaming Show.
Coming up on the PC Gaming Show, a new publisher reveals 3 new games. And the first ever gameplay footage of Overkill's The Walking Dead. And now your host, Sean Plott.
And I'm back. Our next guest is a regular here at the PC Gaming Show, having attended all 4 years. Frankie's with him up in the balcony. It's Tripwire.
If you've tuned in
Sean,
right now,
if you are anything like me, you probably
basically
need to let off
it
steam
turns
every
out that
once
both
in a
me and
while.
Jodie have a
I
phobia
personally can't
of
think of a better
wasps,
way to do it
and
than by
that's
kicking
playing
back
out in a
and
really
tearing
bad
up a
way
load
right
of
now.
monstrous
So we're
enemies.
kind of crashing.
Kind of
we're
either that or
gonna try and
pushing
make
the
something
office photocopier out of the window, and I, for one, prefer the option that keeps me and everyone here in a job. With that in mind, I am thrilled to welcome Bill Monk from Killing Floor 2 back to E3.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Got a lot of fans in the audience still. Listen to that applause. They all want to know what the latest from Tripwire and Killing Floor 2 is.
Yep, we've been really busy working on Killing Floor, and we got 4 major updates that are coming out this year. One we dropped in March, and we're getting ready to drop the next one really soon.
Coming tomorrow, Bill. What's involved?
Yeah, so we're bringing the summer sideshow back, but this time we're mixing Circus Freaks with steampunk in a really fun, exciting way. And we have a really cool new system that we're adding. It's called the Weapon Upgrade System. And with this, there's 73 different weapons that we have in our game, and each one you can upgrade it and make it viable for late play. So it really adds a lot of creativity to your loadout. So I'm really excited to get that in people's hands.
So you can make your boy guns big.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Bill. Let's take a look at the trailer for Treacherous Skies Summer Shide Show.
I feel like I'm flying. Is it flying?
No, it's there. It's still in there. Take it all away.
I'm just switching the buttons. This is all crazy, right? We're about to push the water outside. Right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome aboard the HMS Queen Victoria, ladies and gents. Ringleader Lockhart speaking to you from someplace very safe. Yes, you helped me escape that prey at my beloved Steamland, but now I need your help once again. I've got to get to my island in the channel. Now, listen up. I don't know how, but these blasted circus freaks followed us on board. I think it's time to put on a show. Yes, of daring deeds and horrendous bloodshed. Oh, for me, my mechanical children have turned against me. Blasted traitors. Careful, lads. They're tough. Even removing the head won't put these rebellious robots down. But take heart, lads and lasses. I have invented some new toys. The
Okay.
All barrels are better than two. The static strikers. A shockingly stylish set of
So for all of you who, can you just shut that off, please? So, if you've just joined,
there's a last-minute addition to the crew.
if you just joined us, or you were just wondering what was going on because it was a bit quiet, basically what happened though, we just both, there was a wasp in the light, right? We heard it, we panicked. Now, I thought Jodie was going to save me.
Camera's there.
I know. I thought that Jodie was going to save me. Apparently, she has got a phobia of wasps just like me. So we both freaked out. We didn't know what to do. So everything you just witnessed was a result of that fear. But Jodie, teamwork. We did it. Now, what just happened was far more entertaining than what's going on that screen.
Pleasure to be here. Now I understand that Tripwire is
So we're going to continue with the show anyway. Thanks for sticking with us through.
So Sean, it's really challenging for developers right now with the thousands of games that are coming out every year. It's really hard to get noticed. And then you have the traditional publishing deals. So we're giving developers fair deals. We're going to be helping them rise above that noise so they can get noticed. And because of our experience developing our own games and publishing our own games, we're going to help them with marketing, funding, mentoring, feedback to help them succeed.
This is what we find out on the screen is one of those games. This is Road Redemption.
That is right. I'm happy to announce that we're going to be publishing Road Redemption. We're going to be helping them grow and succeed even more on Steam, but also bring the franchise beyond Steam.
Now, I know today you have a world-exclusive new game, hasn't been announced yet.
We do. Nobody knows.
Before we roll the trailers, why don't you give me a little bit of a tease?
Yeah, so we're working with the team at Blindside Games, and they're led by Alex Quick.
Oh, yeah, right.
So if you're familiar with the Killing Floor universe, you know Alex Quick was the modder that created the original Killing Floor mod, which Tripwire worked with Alex to bring commercial. And then Alex went off, assembled his own team, made the game Depth, which was sharks and humans fighting each other, very, very successful. And now it's come full circle. We're working with Alex again, and we're going to bring his all-new game to market.
Well, let's take a look at it right now. World-exclusive new upcoming game from Tripwire.
Close your eyes and imagine a place
where the sun is bright and the beaches are wide. A place filled with southern charm, where the water is as warm as the welcome. So come feel the wind in your sails. Kick back and relax. Enjoy the local cuisine. Your dream vacation is waiting for you here on the Gulf Coast. Go to maneatergame.com now to book your vacation. Operators are standing by.
So hey John, so you get
cool.
to play as the shark.
You are the shark. This is an open world action RPG where you play as a shark, or as we like to call it, a shark PG.
Oh, nice. Okay, so do you like upgrade and improve the shark? Is there like skill trees?
You do. There is a shark skill tree. Really?
Most PC games.
There is a full single-player campaign.
I actually do think it's cool.
You eat your way through it. You get bigger teeth. You can jump out of the water and snatch people off piers and all of that fun stuff.
I didn't realize this was a power fantasy I needed so badly. Now, where can people go to get more information about it?
They can go to maneatergame.com.
All right. I doubt anyone will forget that here. That's maneatergame.com. John, thanks so much for joining me on stage. And once again, all the content that Tripwire showcased earlier about Killing Floor 2 and Road Redemption will be playable here at E3. Definitely be sure to check it out. Coming up next, Frankie has a whole slew of unannounced games. Frankie.
Cheers, Sean. Man-eater looking tasty there. And I can't believe they named a game after my favourite weekend activity. Indies are at the heart of PC gaming, and next up is a brand new publisher revealing 3 games for the very first time, releasing one of them, Behave Yourselves audience, today. So let's take a look.
So, yesterday, guys, we went out, didn't we? In the day to Hickory's.
We did.
For a very late birthday. I say late birthday, we were 3 days after the birthday. And we went and celebrated our 24th. No, I lied, 27th.
Way off there, Jodie.
So you can't remember my own age. We had a really good time, didn't we?
It was fun. And had too much food.
We did. But, gotta admit, if you ever go to Hickory's, guys, you need to get that waffle, that chicken and waffle. Sounds like really weird, but it's amazing. So while we were there, if anyone knows me, like well, we did all the cake, birthday presents, all that. And we got, this was a Tinder. This box, right, was the most food we think. It's just really cool. Nice day for me as well. So, I recently got into these because we were in, what was it,
Granger Games, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it got closed down, very sad. But I got the Lightning McQueen, the 2 Lightning McQueens in different colours, well the same Lightning Queen but in different colours, 2 different colours. So then Tim and Beth got me Dave the Minion for my birthday. I thought it was pretty cool as well. So he will sit on my shelf. The question is, do you keep him boxed?
That's your decision to make, Jodie. That is your decision to make.
The other 2 are still boxed, so we think we will keep them boxed like the others. But yeah, it's all good. All cool. What's going on? Apparently, in this little pop figure collection, there's 4 others you can get. There's Carl, Agnes, Gru, and the evil minion. So there you go. You probably can't see that very well because of the light, but there you go. Believe me when I say. I think you can get from despicablememe.com. There you go. I'll just roll that me. There you go. Yeah, a cool little thing for everyone.
Fun for all the family.
Yeah. I'm really glad that Nintendo is tomorrow evening and not in the middle of the night. Because I don't think Tim could
3 days
contain
in.
himself.
From what?
I don't think he could contain himself.
The excitement? No, I don't think so either.
Check that out after the show. And if you're at E3 this week, head over to the PC Gamer corner of the Facebook booth inside the South Hall to give overwhelming. Right, next up it's time for us all to take a holiday, and where better than a virtual resort with some truly spectacular wildlife. Back again this year are friends of the show Frontier Developments with a unique take on the park management genre. I am, of course, talking about Jurassic World Evolution. The long-awaited game is out tomorrow and lets you build your own dinosaur-stuffed tourist trap. What could possibly go wrong? Unleash the Goldblum!
You think that things are going to turn out differently, huh? Well, the ones before you did too. Because they believed that they were in control. And control...
Is the system...
Well,
what system?
Here's the thing. Humanity is desperate for it.
I mean the game because it crashed. Yeah, I just closed it and reopened it.
Deceived by the illusion of it.
Oh, they changed the...
This is actually worth a watch.
Because if there's anything that chaos theory
just say that every time. No,
it's nature is on its own course. And
a
when
loss.
we interfere, humanity tries to put nature into orderly bounds. Chaos.
Jurassic Park Evolution. So it's made by the same people who make Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff, but it's Jurassic Park. So you get to build your own Jurassic Park.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I mean, obviously, look how good it looks.
I mean, I didn't really get into Jurassic Park till the
It's a new
World
one,
film.
but it looks like, you know, it's kind of based on that.
What I would predict.
I really want to play this game. It looks awesome.
I am so excited for that game. Our next title is from Insomniac, who've been making amazing games for years, and they're going to try to take their expertise and answer the question, how do you make an open world game in VR? Let's take a look at their upcoming game, Stormland.
Frostbite. Okay, I'll do. Oh no, I don't want to win as a team, so I'm going on me up. More chance of winning, aren't we?
Insomniac. What? Yeah. Oh, it's not a side scroller. Oh, for God's sake. They actually don't, but I'm just so burnt out side scrollers. it's in VR.
There you go.
That's really interesting because Insomniac is like traditionally a PlayStation developer. They made one game for Xbox and that bombed, so they moved back. But for them to make an Oculus game, interesting.
Joining me to talk about Stormland is the Chief Creative Officer at Insomniac Games. Join me in welcoming Chad Desern. Hey Chad, welcome to the stage.
Thank you.
I want to start right away and ask, what is this game all about?
Well, in Stormland, you play as an android gardener, and an entity called the Tempest uproots your habitat and shatters your android body. So you've got to travel to a civilization above the Thunderheads to repair yourself and save your friends.
And I want to ask what open world means in VR.
Well, for us, it's about giving the player the ability to explore the world freely with a set of android movement abilities that are designed to give you complete agency.
Yeah, because that's always a huge question I have is how does motion work in any VR title?
Yeah, well, in Stormland, you can do things like fly just above the slipstream with your outstretched android hands.
Yeah.
You can shoot a laser into the cloud surface and then make a
so it's
ramp,
not
kick off of that, climb up a cliffside, like literally launching yourself with your synthetic android strength, and then like push off and glide back down using your hands to control your descent.
It's massive freedom of movement, yeah.
That's it. It's this set of mechanics that are designed together to work fluidly so that movement feels exhilarating, and you can kind of take the world at your own pace with it.
I'm curious why VR for this type of title?
There are a series of things that we're doing with Stormland that we could only do in VR. It's about the expressiveness of having tracked head and hands and how we use that for combat, how we use it for movement, even things like scavenging technology to attach it to your body. Like you look down, you get a new piece of tech and you attach it right into your arm. And then, suddenly you've got the ability to harness electricity or cloak yourself or all kinds of different cool android abilities.
I mean, the art is just beautiful in the footage that we've seen. I wonder if you can talk to me a little bit about the world and what it means for it to be ever-changing.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So that entity called the Tempest rearranges everything every single week so that we present the player with new playgrounds of movement and combat and scavenging. And you never know what you're going to discover. So every single island you find has the potential to hide an enemy stronghold or a network of underground caverns or brand new tech discoveries.
That's awesome. Yeah. Now, I got to ask, where can we go for more information?
Well, you can stay tuned by watching the Facebook and Twitter with at Stormland VR, or you can check us out at insomniac.games.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me, Chad. Once again, oculus.com/Stormland for more information. Frankie's up in the balcony with our next absolutely gorgeous-looking indie title.
It really is, Sean, because next up we've got a first look at a new game from publisher Raw Fury, a neo-noir detective drama featuring a Paris cabbie who finds himself drawn into a world of crime. Sacré Roddy Bleu. Yes, I speak French. I can't wait for this one, so let's take a ride with the trailer.
If you like that last game, you'll definitely love our next one. It's from the
coming through,
exact same
Jodie.
publisher, Raw Fury. It's an open-world, narrative-focused game with an incredible art style. Let's take a look at Sable.
Interesting art style.
Joining me to talk about Sable is pretty much the entire core development team on stage. It's Daniel Feinberg and Greg Kithriotis. I want to immediately ask, what kind of game is Sable? What can we expect?
Sable is an open-world desert exploration game. It's not a game about combat or about leveling up. It's a game about solitude, and it's a game about exploration. You play as Sable, a girl leaving her home to explore this world filled with monumental architecture, fallen spaceships, and you'll travel around on your hoverbike learning about the people, the culture, and the history of this world.
And, you know, I talked about it before. I think this art style is amazing. Where's the origins of this?
So we were really heavily inspired by the clear lines style of French and Belgian comics, as well as Japanese animation, particularly Studio Ghibli. So we really want to feel our players to feel the same sense of wonder that you get from watching one of their films. And so from the very beginning, we knew that we really needed